and I'm very grateful and excited to hear what Michael has to share with us this morning. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. Hey, Keely, will you go back a couple slides to the live events real quick? Got a couple updates. So what's up, everybody? Yeah, these updates are about our Salt Lake and Denver meetings. All of our meetings for the next 2 weeks in Salt Lake and Denver are going to be streamed. So we're just moving them to online. We're trying to follow all the guidelines and suggestions about gatherings, and with how big our events are and how many people show up, it is just more responsible for us to stream them for these next 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, depending on what information comes out, you know. But yeah, Salt Lake, the Thursday night intro, Friday night property tour, Saturday morning property tour, those will all be streamed to you. So you'll be able to get your guests on them. We're already in the middle of changing the PowerPoints so that it makes more sense to be virtual instead of doing it live. And then same thing with Denver, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we're just gonna have to stream Mr. Stock into we'll have some private groups. So obviously you still need to get registered for all these things. You still need to put guests in there and register your guests for them, use the calendaring systems just like you do. But these are just going to be online events for the next 2 weeks. And how beautiful is it that we can switch to online and not even skip a beat? One step, and we were doing live. Another step, oh, now we're online. No big deal. So please pay attention to that. It will be so silly if you show up and nobody's there. So as far as checking people in and making sure that we get the credit for the people who are there, Earl, we will have a process for that. So for now, make sure you're checking them into the calendar. There are some different Zoom features that we'll be able to turn on to check people in a different way. And I'm learning more about it every day, so maybe you should buy some Zoom stock. Yep, and including Super Saturday. Yep, so Richard will just be staying home. We'll still do our Super Saturday. We're still going to cover the information that everybody needs. We're just going to do it in a more of an online format. And some of you, this is a huge blessing because you've spent too much time making excuses on why you can't come to the meetings. And now there's no excuse. You just turn your phone on, you turn your iPad on, you turn your MacBook on, get an iPhone. We can always turn the lemons of life into lemonade. And so that's all we're gonna do here. We're gonna take it online. That way more people can participate. You know, we were looking at maybe having 1,500 people at Nationals. We were on this train heading towards a huge attendance, and obviously we had to shift. So all I saw was, oh, well, now even more can attend. We might even get 3,000, 4,000 people, 5,000, depending on how much marketing and effort we put into this. We could get so many more people to attend. Yep, it's kind of cool. So make your adjustments to your schedule. Please let everybody know. We're also going to make an announcement through our Facebook groups and again through 411, but I figured, hey, we're starting out the week right here. Just going to make sure everybody knows online streaming. Would you look at that? We made the update. So take a screenshot there and let everybody know. That's some quick editing. Thanks, Keely. Okay, dokie. So now let's shift a little bit. We're going to shift over to the iPad. Bing, bing, connecting. For money-making activities. Okay, for money making activities.
Michael, I don't see your screen.
You should probably connect your video then. I'm just kidding.
I
Can
did.
everyone else see it? Can everyone else see my screen? Just want to make
Yep,
sure.
I
I'm
can see
getting a
it.
signal that it's being shared.
I can see it.
Okay,
I can see it.
for money making activities. So often I talk to people about MMA and they're, bringing up all kinds of different fighters and cool UFC events that are happening. I'm like, no, man, money making activities. The MMA is not mixed martial arts. I mean, that's cool and all, but money making activities. That's what I'm about. Let's do this. So this is like the gym. When we go to the gym, we are working on the 4 money making activities. All right. Every day when you go to the gym, you're working on something. And then after a week, don't you just circle back and now you're working on the same stuff, but you're just a little bit better each time. So that's what we're doing here. The 4 money making activities in our world are see the people. That just means open your eyeballs. Everyone needs your help. Tell the story, which we're going to talk about more today. Build for events. Build for online events. And continuous follow-up. These are our 4 money-making activities. And if you stay engaged with these week after week, month after month, you're going to get better and better at each of these. Now, watching these videos and attending these trainings can only get you so far with experience of these 4 money-making activities. You really want the experience of this, you got to go do it, right? You can watch a bunch of workout videos as much as you want. You can watch push-up videos all day. Look at that guy. He just did 1,000 push-ups. How amazing for him. But that doesn't mean you got 1 push-up closer to your goal. So this is just the training to go do the work. Go to the gym, hit it hard, hit the phones, hit your emails, hit your Facebooks, do your social media campaigns, do the work, see the people, tell the story, build for events, follow up. This is the work. When people say, well, what do you do for your new business? I mean, this is kind of it right here. We see the people, we tell a story, we build for events, and we follow up. I'm just taking a second here to think, because with the events that have happened and the information that we've learned and what we need to change, for so many people, business-wise, it's bad news. But for us, if we can look at it, objectively, we're just looking at it for what it is, not what it means, but just what it is. In a weird way, it's actually good news too. These people, when we say see the people, these people, they absolutely need what we have. Before, maybe a month ago, it was a desire. They were like, oh yeah, I think having an internet business might be cool. But now they need an internet business. We just drove past one of our restaurants that we go to all the time. It's a local restaurant on the same block as the office, and they're shut down for a month, a whole month. Now that's fine for the owner because he can cut costs, because now the lights aren't on, he's not paying employees. He might just have his lease payment on his building, but then he's just going to move into next month. But all those employees in the service industry, movie theaters, right? The kid at the movie theater that was living with his mom and working 10 hours a week sweeping popcorn, that's okay, whatever. Sure, he lost his job. But what about the manager that's been there for 10 years, that's got a family, got kids, got lots of bills to pay? They don't get that pay that month, this month. So people in the service industry definitely need what we have. They've been thinking about it for a while. Man, I wish I could have a business. I wish. And now it's more of a need. So people need an online business. They need to learn how real estate works. They need to learn how money and banking works, right? Like you get this information like, hey, feds are cutting rates. And most people are like, oh, so, okay, cool, whatever. They don't even know what that means. They don't know how to interpret that into an action step for their life. So get these people the information and just sell them a freaking combo. They want it. They've been wanting it for a while, but now it's a need. So let's serve the people. Now there's people that are now having to work remotely, which that's nice that they have that option. You know, some people saying, hey, we're closing the office for 2 weeks and you're just going to have to Zoom in or whatever conferencing system. So these people that work remotely, they're going to have more time on their hands because now they're not stuck in traffic 10 hours a week, right? So no more traffic. Well, let's start building our empire then. Spend those hours you were spending in the car, spend them online, studying, researching, buying property. You could buy property from your home, even in the same city. If you don't want to leave your house, you can just have them FedEx you the documents. And then you call a traveling notary over and stamp the paperwork right there, send it back. And you could buy a house from your house. You don't have to leave. So us being able to reach more people across the country, I mean, this is a huge message. And yeah, it's just a weird domino effect. I'm not claiming to be an expert on all this stuff, but what I am seeing is a big opportunity to help more people, because we're also going to run into motivated sellers. Some of these people that didn't create a solution or aren't open to our message of creating an online business for more streams of income, if they own houses and now they can't pay their bills, they're going to need to sell. They're either going to need to sell before or after an auction or at an auction. Do you realize that no matter what, when someone's in a pre-foreclosure, an investor buys the property? Right? You're either going to buy it right before the auction, at the auction, or after the auction from the bank. So when when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So anyway, see the people. Let's create a situation that's a win-win-win for everyone. Win-win-win. That's what we want here. That's what Renatus is set up to do. So now, today what I wanted to do is give you some more ideas on and a structure for telling the story. So I have a couple slides, so let's jump into this. I'm going to start and stop the recording. We're going to have 2 recordings from today.